about what the Duke did yesterday. It's about what he plans to do next week, and frankly, I don't give a damn. And where is my meal? I requested one, specifically a fresh one, at least 20 minutes ago. I fear I truly have to do everything myself. Away with you. Oh, so you finally decided to do your job. Hand them over. Come now. I've been more than patient. Now go. I can't stomach the sight of you. Now then, I hope to the high heavens that you aren't a screamer. I have an awful headache already. Come forward, remove your mask, and present your neck for me. Oh. Oh, what a sweet little thing you are. How on earth did you end up in such an unfortunate position? Darling, I'd recommend that you speak when you're spoken to. I despise repeating myself. I see. You were a noble's child. You're quite grown. I assume you've married already? No? Oh, what a shame. If a pretty thing like you couldn't find a spouse, I can't imagine your competition. Though I suppose having looks isn't everything. Beauty and brains don't often come as a package. Are you dumb? Well, I suppose you were caught, so you aren't all that smart. You almost escaped? A slippery little rat, then. You must at least be clever. Tell me about yourself. Something about you fascinates me. Something behind those eyes, just calling to me, captivating me even. Well, I believe that conversation over dinner makes a meal special. Now entertain me. For starters, you can explain how you managed to escape my hunters. They're quite quick, yet you managed to outsmart them. I see. All of that while in restraints. Consider me impressed. And where would you have run to if they hadn't caught you again? That is an unfair question, I suppose. I'm sure your little heart was pumping so fast, like a scared little rabbit being chased by a hound, desperate for escape. Your mind wasn't in its best state. It still isn't, is it? I can hear your heart beating. A pitter-patter, quick and heavy. I'm sure you've been looking for escape since you've walked through the door. Oh, fear not. I think you'll grow to quite like it here. I'll take good care of you. Well, something about you makes me not want to kill you. Perhaps it's the way that the water in your eyes glistens. Your tears are beautiful. So delicate. Has anyone ever told you that before? I think I'd like to have you as more than a temporary meal. I've grown to quite like you, little one. Oh? Did my guards not inform you? You were to be my supper. Keeping you does mean that I have to wait for them to bring me another, though. I'm beyond famished. I might just need a little snack before the next course comes out. Little one, behave. I'm only taking a drink. Not enough to turn you, and certainly not enough to kill you. Oh, you have my word, dear. Once I don't feel as peckish, we can find you something else to wear. You like the sound of that, don't you? Yes, yes, good. Stay right where you are, little one. Give me your hands. You're scared, yes? I can feel it. Your pulse. Timid, yet persistent. Close your eyes. I'll clean the marks for you. I'll only be a second. Divine. You would have made a wonderful meal. Let's get you cleaned up, yes? Follow me. We'll take the restraints off once we get to the dressing table. New clothes would be best as well. No worries, little one. They'll be escorting us. They won't harm you, if they knew what was best. We'll be heading just down the hall and to the right. So well behaved. I hadn't expected such an easy transition, to be entirely truthful. You two may leave. Now then, a good place to start would be to get rid of these. There we go. Much better, isn't that? I also seem to have stained your clothes. I'll have them washed this afternoon. I could also dispose of them if you wish. You won't be wearing them around my home anyway. Oh, absolutely not. You're going to be wearing much finer materials. I don't particularly enjoy low-grade textiles. I do, however, enjoy fashion artistry, so you will look good as new once we finish tidying you up. To start, though, I'll have to dress your wound. It should heal in less than 1 week. Be sure to tell me if it lingers for longer. Now, this may sting. It won't last but a short while. much better, yes? Very good. Now, you may change into new undergarments. Unfortunately, my hunters aren't very concerned about the state of cleanliness some of my meals arrive in. Such a shame, but all is well. We're going to redress you and have you looking proper. Firstly, I'd like to address the rat nest atop your head. I don't think even the fairest of them all could make such a tragedy work in their favour. Now, once we get this in order, I believe we can clear the weeds, so to speak. For being a former noble, I'm shocked at your lack of proper grooming. Surely your family should have had a dressing maid to keep things in order, yes? It sounds like your family was foolish and irresponsible. Perhaps why your home was targeted as a meal source. What was your family name again? I'm correct in my assumptions. Are you aware of what your father did? He was to return borrowed money that he had loaned from me many months ago. He failed to do so, and in an effort to escape, he was planning on fleeing the town tonight. If only your mother didn't have such loose lips, I would have been none the wiser. At least, not so early. It's always a shame when people can't hold on to their end of the bargain, isn't it? Though all I can think about is how he was willing to give you up to clear his debts. I hate to be the reason you find that your father's a coward. No matter, though. I'm giving you a second chance at life. Surely one far better than he could have ever given you. I mean, a travesty to not have handmaids and tailors and people to keep you well groomed. I mean, what's the point in even being a noble if you don't look the part? Honestly. He did in fact do such a thing. That can be added to the list of insufferable things that man has done. I'm sure he's never told you what else he was up to, and I would hate to tarnish the image of him further. You're far brighter than I originally thought. I couldn't care less about tarnishing his image. He's earned every punishment that he's come unto. Perhaps even more now that I know you. Shall I send someone for him? Surely you hate him. I see. You carry mercy within your heart. Something that I cannot say I understand. I mean, you have every right to want him taken care of. Then I shall honor that wish. He will remain unscathed, as will your mother. I grow tired of talking about that insect, though. Choose what sort of hairstyling you would like. I have some of the newest and most sought-after styles within this book. Choose which one that you'd fancy the most. This is the one that you like? It says a lot about you. Your hair, that is. You see, some prefer a more grandeur appearance, like that of an exotic bird, their feathers tall and their bodies plump. They make a striking entrance, one cannot doubt. Others' tastes reside with the realm of simplicity. A braid, some pins, and a hat that's nice enough. I think by picking something like this, I can see many sides of you. You're scared, but you've been studying your surroundings since you've got here. You're melancholy, but the sun that kissed your skin not long ago reminds you of something brighter, sweeter even, like the sweet scent of a honeysuckle. You want to be tender, but you're afraid to do so. Now this hair, it suits you well. What do you think? I think you made the right decision. Next, we must give you a shave. A clean face is the most simple way to show that you keep yourself well. It also allows the powder to adhere to your skin properly. So stay very still. I would hate to cut you. Make sure not to move, darling. I would hate for anything to slip. What did I say, little one? You wouldn't want that pretty red to stain your new clothes, would you? Precisely. Just a little longer. You're doing so well. Stay just like that. we are. Close your eyes. Quickly. Come on. My, you cleaned up quite well. And to think that we aren't even finished. Let me have a closer look at your face. All right. Yes, yes. I'm getting it. I'm seeing it. Pale pink, light clementine. They would suit your eyes very well. Allow me to find the makeup pots. I could have sworn they were not that far. Where on earth? Here we are. What an awful mess this is. The maids will need to set things in their right places once we're all finished. Look at me, dear. We'll just need a streak of rouge on the cheeks. All right, and over here. Wonderful. This is absolutely your shade. When I'm right, I am right. Now a touch of colour painted on your eyes, of course. There we go. This colour is sophisticated, yet spirited. Clementine can be both powerful, yet subtle. I think this suits you just fine. Just a little more, perfecting the details, assuring the painting is finished. And for a final touch, I'll be choosing a beauty mark that suits you. There we are. A moon right above your lips. You know what that means, yes? Humorous, considering it adequately describes you. It means mischievous. Surely the guards won't find it very comical, but it can be a little banter between the two of us. Now stand and look in the trunk beneath you. You'll find a few garments inside of there that you are free to use for now. Do you like that one? I think you could do with longer sleeves. Turn around. Let me see. You look stunning. I simply cannot wait to show off my new pet to the rest of the council. They'll just adore you. Being from a social family, I'm sure you're used to attention, yes? I'm shocked. Were you at least educated in etiquette? Thank goodness. I prefer to skip the training stage. Now follow me, follow me. I must have my servants attend to my hair shortly. Until I finish, you'll be staying here. These will be your living quarters, quite smaller than any of my own, of course. And the bars on the windows are a bit of an eyesore, but surely you understand why they need to be there? Well, feel free to familiarize yourself with it. I will have more clothes brought to you by the evening. Until then, your clothes are to be well kept. Understood? I would hate to have to redo all of this work. You have only 3 more hours until tea time. You may read any of the books I have on the shelf here. I see. Not quite feeling right yet? Well now, why not lay down? I hardly want you sickly during the gathering. Just like that. Oh, poor little darling. You rest until you're no longer faint. I'll do well to make sure you're being brought a small meal and something to drink. I'll have a maid assigned to you. For now, rest well. They will wake you when it's time to depart. There, there. Allow your eyes to shut. I would consider staying if not for the pangs of hunger that plague me so. You were a lovely snack, but I require a meal. Rest with ease, little one. I'll see you soon enough.